Traditionally, sorbets have been dished up between courses to refresh the palate. But served in a squeezed-up pop, a sorbet becomes a snack you can grab anytime. No need for scoops, spoons, or dishes. Just squeeze the sorbet out of the paper sleeve. Now that's refreshing. A long favorite of foodies, fruit sorbet has gone mainstream with these squeeze-up pops. More fun than a few scoops in a dish, sorbet pops are also lower in calories than a lot of other snacks. They start with freeze-dried rice syrup. They pour it into a mixing vat that's a mega version of a home blender. They add strawberry puree. This is the main ingredient of the sorbet pops. The berries were pulped within 12 hours of harvest. The next ingredient is cane sugar. It's followed by strawberry essence, compounds extracted from the berries for more intense flavor. They turn on the tap for the final ingredient, water. It's time to close the lid and power up this industrial blender. The mixer has 4 blades that turn at a high velocity. They whip up the sorbet ingredients to the consistency of a fruit smoothie. The sorbet mixture then flows into refrigerated pipes that chill the mixture to 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The pipes wind around the factory and finally deliver it to holding tanks. Inside, an agitator swirls the chilled mixture to maintain the smoothie-like consistency. Once a tank is full, a technician tests the acidity and the level of suspended sugars in the mixture. If the levels are right, they transfer the mixture into a continuous freezer. It pumps air into the sorbet mix, and it churns and scrapes it against the freezing cold walls of the machine. Cool water runs through the motor to keep it from overheating as it freezes the sorbet. This is only a partial freezing to keep the sorbet soft enough to be pumped into the paper squeeze tubes. A device with little robotic fingers pries the paper tubes from a stack and deposits them in slots in a moving tray. The tubes are in position to receive the partially frozen sorbet. And because the sorbet is only partially frozen, it is able to now flow through conduits. Frozen solid, it couldn't make the journey to the squeeze tubes. As the sorbet is pumped into the paper sleeves, its temperature is critical. It is precisely 37.8 degrees Fahrenheit. 1 degree cooler, and it would be too thick to pump. A degree warmer, and ice crystals would form during the final freezing. The next machine collects foil lids from a pack using rubber heads with tiny magnets in the center. It deposits the lids onto the sorbet-filled tubes. The foil lids stick to the glue-coated rims. This line fills 280 paper sleeves with fruit sorbet per minute. That's just under 17,000 per hour. An iron applies heat to the lids to further melt the glue and provide a watertight seal. It happens fast, so the sorbet doesn't have time to start melting. Sealed and partially frozen, the sorbet pops cascade into crates. Each one holds about 100 pops, so they don't need to keep count. And then it's into the blast freezer, also known as the shock freezer. Fans circulate the cold air to rapidly lower the temperature of the sorbet pops, bringing it down to negative 24 degrees Fahrenheit. This fast freezing prevents the formation of large ice crystals that would damage the consistency and flavor of the sorbet pops. Out of the freezer, a mechanized arm grabs and opens cardboard boxes. A pusher shoves the sorbet pops into the boxes. And they're ready to grab and squeeze.